It took 7 years, countless court hearings, and DNA testing to free two men serving life sentences in the Montana State Prison for murder. Today, Paul Jenkins and Freddie Lawrence stood with the Montana Innocence Project to thank those who never gave up on them. It was a day of gratitude to celebrate the Montana Innocence Project, the justice system, and the lawyers who freed two men once serving life sentences for murder.
This is absolutely, as a lawyer, the culmination of a long career. It's the best thing I've ever done professionally.
Paul Jenkins and Freddie Lawrence left prison this week after serving almost 24 years behind bars. In 1994, a jury convicted them for the murder and kidnapping of Donna Marr in Montana City. They were sent to prison for the rest of their lives. But just a few years ago, Montana's enhanced post-conviction DNA testing law allowed more testing in cases like this. And when they got DNA test results on a piece of rope from the crime scene, it changed everything.
There was a mixture of DNA that contained Donna Marr's DNA and a male individual. The male individual whose DNA was found in the scene is not the two fellows that are sitting here to my left. They were excluded to some astronomical statistic like 1 in 10B.
This case has worked out precisely the way that we believe the legislature intended that statute to work, and we're very pleased with the outcome. We still have, they have not been exonerated yet, but we're hopeful to come to that point very soon.
Today, Paul and Fred met all those who worked hard on their behalf the past 7 years, those who believed in their innocence. They're adjusting to the freedom neither thought they'd ever see.
It's hard to explain joy. I was scared to come out because I've been in there for 24 years. I was happy to get out, don't get me wrong, but it was a big adjustment.
They've entered a brand new world of cell phones and the internet. Fred hopes to go to college, but where Paul Jenkins returned to his family, Fred is the one most damaged by the passage of time.
My wife died since I was in prison. My mom died since I was in prison. Both of my daughters were adopted out. I lost my parental rights while I was in prison. I have no idea where my daughters are, and if anybody could help me find them, I'd appreciate that.
Both Fred and Paul tell us they're not angry at the time they've lost. Both men are ready to live out the rest of their lives the best way they can. This is a story the Montana Innocence Project is hoping to repeat. It's already researching new cases in hopes of freeing others wrongfully convicted. Now, how the rest of this case plays out could be determined in the next 6 weeks. That DNA found at the crime scene matches that of David Wayne Nelson. He is already in prison for murder.